Hi everyone, I'm making this short video from out in my church in Sedona, and I'm by a stream here that most of the year doesn't flow, but it's flowing right now. I hope the sound of the stream isn't too loud for this recording. And well, what I'm going to do is just make this short recording. This is from 2020, the beginning of 2020. The video that you'll find below this one on the page for week 1 was made last year, but it contains so much good content I thought I would leave it there and instead just sort of throw in some thoughts here to add to it for this year. And it's interesting to be by a stream because throughout many religious traditions and in literary traditions, rivers and streams have been used as metaphors in so many different ways. And I have to say there's something very deep, there's some sort of secret to be learnt by sitting by a stream or a river, it seems to me. And for example, in Buddhism, in the days of the Buddha, when the Buddha was teaching, those that joined him and took what they called refuge were called stream enterers. They were entering the stream of the Dharma and going to be carried forward to their enlightenment. And then in Taoism, streams and water is used as a metaphor for the way the Tao works. The way, and then there's that famous book by Hermann Hesse called Siddhartha, where it's a river. The final sort of element is the river and the ferryman and enlightenment, in a kind of enlightenment coming from connection to the great river at the end of that book. I don't know, there's just so many metaphors for streams, and so in a way, we are all stream enterers for this coming course. We're going to be carried through the stream, and there's going to be twists and turns and little rapids going through all the traditions. And yet, one thing you could say about a stream is, though, that it's always different. It's kind of always the same, isn't it? I mean, it's always the same stream, but I could never take 2 photos of it that were the same. Even right now I couldn't. So all of the different traditions we're going through are different, but one question that gets addressed, or that we each personally kind of address in this course, is there a kind of sameness about all of these different traditions that we go through? And this lines up with how does religion line up with spirituality? We've separated, since the 1960s, we've separated the word spirituality from religion. It can exist within religion, but separate from religion. And the fastest growing category of people in the US today are those who call themselves spiritual but not religious. So how does the spiritual but not religious, and many of you may call yourself spiritual but not religious, and so how does that line up with all these traditions we're going to go through? Is that still this same stream, the same river that we're looking at, even though it changes in detail as it flows, as it goes? This is to be determined as we go. So I'm looking forward, as in the video below, I'm looking forward to enjoying all of the traditions. For me, each of these religious traditions is deep and rich, and it's although there are orthodox components to them that are maybe challenging, there's also something beautiful about all of them. And so from the heart, I suggest on this course, can we see the beauty in each religion? And I think that's our challenge, and let's report on that as we go. So I'm looking forward to working with all of you and flowing down the stream. Okay, I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.